Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? I would like to welcome you to the very first video on my channel, Looks by Lima. Today's video is just going to be a foundation routine. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer for this. I'm going to dot it on my cheeks and forehead and then gently rub it into my skin. Okay, so I realize how weird it is that I keep looking up in this video, but the reason I was doing that is because it was a really cloudy day and I wanted to make sure that the sun didn't disappear behind any of those clouds and ruin my lighting. Anyways, now that we are primed, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my Magic Star Concealer by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I am going to be using the shade C16. This concealer is just peachy enough to where it is the perfect color corrector for me. It really helps reduce the darkness underneath my eyes, and I absolutely adore the doe foot applicator that it comes with. As you can see, I'm just blending that in around my eyes and anywhere where I have darkness, right with a beauty sponge. Next, I'm going to go in with my Moussaderat Misbah Silk Foundation. This is in shade Warm Oak. I'm going to take a little less than 2 pumps right on the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply this using a flat top kabuki brush. I believe this is the Y6 by Morphe brushes. I'm just dipping my brush right into the product on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stipple the product right onto my face, blending as I go. I'll start off by applying the foundation onto my jawline. I'm going to blend it up onto the rest of my face. This helps me make sure that my foundation does not get cakey. And this is where I got my foundation on my eyebrow. Here's me having a little panic moment, but not to worry. Just took my makeup sponge, I dabbed it right over my eyebrow, and voila, good as new. Making sure to put the foundation everywhere on my face and my neck, I'm going to then go ahead and go in with my makeup sponge, and I'm going to dab that all over my face to make sure that my foundation is seamless. Next, I'm going to go in with my Conceal and Define Concealer by Makeup Revolution, and I'm going to place this underneath my eyes. First, I'm going to put the product towards the inner corner of my under eyes because that is where I have the most darkness and that's where I need the most coverage. I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge and I'm going to blend that right out, and as I'm blending, I'm going to move the product to cover the entirety of the under eye. Now going in with a darker shade in that same Conceal and Define Concealer by Makeup Revolution. I believe this is shade C13. Just going to use that to contour my face. Now remember, this is a very dark contour shade, so you want to be very careful and strategic when applying this and keep a really light hand. After I'm done blending out the contour on my cheekbone, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my temples and my forehead. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and contour my jawline. You'd think I have an easier time opening makeup products, right? Apparently not. Taking a strobe cream by Makeup Revolution, I'm just going to use my finger to place this product on my cheekbones and blend it out with a beauty sponge. I am now going to take a small beauty sponge and some loose setting powder. I'm going to go ahead and use this to do some very light baking. I'm going to place the powder underneath my eyes. I'm going to place it between my eyebrows on my forehead, and also to carve out my cheekbone right underneath where I placed my contour shade. Now I'm going to go in with my powder and a big powder brush. I'm going to use this to just powder my face. Afterwards, I'm going to take a clean brush to dust off any of the excess powder from the baking we did earlier. Now I'm going in with the Ulta Beauty bronzer, and I'm going to bronze my face right on top of where I contoured, so my cheekbones, my temples, my jawline, all of that. Next, I'm going to take my Morphe X James Charles palette and a angled face brush, and I'm going to use a shade inside this palette as a blush. I'm going to make sure to blend this on the apple of my cheeks and blend it in with my contour so we don't have any harsh lines. This part is completely optional, but I personally really like it when I have blush on my nose. So I'm just going to do that. Next, I'm taking my Becca highlighter in the shade Champagne Pop, and I'm going to go ahead and pop that right onto the high points of my face. This is hands down my favorite highlighter. No matter how much or how little you put on, it is always sickening. It melts right into your skin, and that glow, honey, is insane. And that is going to be it for my foundation routine. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really hope that you liked it. This is the final look. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share.